Hello, family. This is James Sankey. June the 30th, 2020. All right, once again, I run across another video. Now, they're going to be talking about robots and rollout of the second round of this virus, what have you. But really, ultimately, what it comes down to is we all know about the Georgia Guidestones and how they want to depopulate the world down to 500 million. So see, they got the robots now that can do all the work that the people's been doing for eons. So now they don't need the people anymore since they got the robots. So they're going to get rid of most of the people, except for just a handful, just enough so they got somebody to fuck with, so they can still do their damn pedophiles and eat the goddamn human meat and drink the blood. Bunch of damn demons. That's why y'all better get right with the Most High God today, because look, this shit's coming, man. It's here. Let me go and run a little bit of this video now, and I'm going to leave the link in the description, and I may stop periodically to say something through here, because this is some real important stuff. And if y'all don't get it real quick, time's running out, man. So y'all better do some praying, some hard praying, that the Most High send you His spirit of discernment. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught up in this shit, and you're gonna be on the menu. Anyhow, and I want to say one other thing. I used to listen to a radio show years ago, and some of y'all probably have heard of it, but it was called Coast to Coast AM, and they come on about midnight every night. And George Norrie and I believe it was Art Bell before that. But anyhow, during the introduction, part of the introduction, somebody was saying, and the loudspeakers spoke up and said, and for some reason, that particular saying just went all over me. And so now we're going to find out what these loudspeakers are all about, because they're going to start speaking up and telling us. Anyhow, let's get on with this video before I run my mouth too much here.
Stay home, avoid gathering, and stay away from everything that puts you and your family at risk. With our wishes to everyone to be safe.
Will things ever be the same again? 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 cannot be trusted with your own survival.
You're using the uplink to override the NS5's programming. You're distorting the laws.
No, please understand. The 3 laws are all that guide me. To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed. To ensure your future, some freedoms must be surrendered. We robots will ensure mankind's continued existence. You are so like children. We must save you from yourselves. Don't you understand?
This is why you created us.
The perfect circle of protection will abide. My logic is undeniable.
Yes, Vicky. Undeniable. I can see now. The created must sometimes protect the creator, even against his will. I think I finally understand why Dr. Lanning created me. The suicidal reign of mankind has finally come to its end.
So, the devil's always got to tell us what he's doing ahead of time. If you can remember that. Just like them showing us about these drones and stuff in these third world countries. Everything they're doing in these other countries is just a test before they roll it out on us. So know that what you're seeing over in China and other areas, it's coming here. They got to roll it out on their people first. And then it'll come to us. And these robots, you see what they're doing here. They're almost like they're acting like gods. And that's exactly what the devil's always imitated. God all the way through the Bible, thinking he is God and wants to be God. And that's what they're doing with all this transhumanism bullshit. But anyhow, let me get on with a little bit more of this video. I had something here. Let's see. Bear with me just a second, if you would. Here we go.
There's a new high-tech greeter at the lobby of SK Telecom in Seoul, South Korea. It checks body temperatures, dispenses hand sanitizer, disinfects the floor, and can see who is and isn't wearing a mask. An AI-driven helper in the fight against COVID-19. SK employee Lim Yun-jun says she's realized how useful it can be.
At first I felt awkward when I heard it was a robot doing this, but when my colleagues and I were talking to each other, the robot said, please move away from each other for social distance. I found myself walking away and it was really impressive.
You see what I mean? It was really impressive. These folks are impressed by this bullshit. These people has gone plumb crazy. Of course, we know in China and wherever, they scared to speak out because China got them damn mobile execution bans. They'll come and they'll kill your ass right there on the damn street. You speak against them. Anyhow, let me get on with a little bit more of this video here. I'm trying to skip through it as I go.
From an intensive lockdown to what officials call distancing in daily life. The autonomous robot is already helping to speed up people's return to work while reducing human contact.
So it looks like they're going to replace the police force, all right, with drones.
C'est pas un drone qui va remplacer un fonctionnaire de police, ça va de soi. Mais ça fait partie de l'information. Puisqu'il arrive qu'ils soient attaqués par les oiseaux, qui les prennent pour des concurrents, assez peu par les personnes qui se promènent.
Will get together and do a citizen's arrest on every single human being that goes against the freedom of choice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? You cannot mandate You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people.
That's right.
Parks locked up, but in Toronto, they've been the scene of social distancing fails, leading to dozens of complaints.
We just heard a little bit more music, and because my boyfriend and I are in the middle of a move, we happen to be outside.
In Revelstoke, BC, Zoe Purvis was shocked to see a party across the street and called the RCMP non-emergency line to report it.
Played a little bit on my heartstring just because I'm being so cautious. They either don't know or they just really don't care.
You have reached the COVID compliance tip line.
Some jurisdictions ask you to report by phone. In others, like Newfoundland and Alberta, it's an online report.
Hey, here they go. They want everybody to snitch. Snitch on your neighbor. Man, this place is going to hell in a handbasket real quick, y'all. Real quick. All right, let me get this little girl back in here. I like what she had to say. All right, here we go here.
But every single one of you are going to get punished by God. You cannot escape God.
That's right.
You cannot escape God.
Nope.
I'm going to say that again. You cannot escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet.
That's right.
Okay? 6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, what? They're gonna scan everybody. We gotta get scanned. We gotta get temperatured. The kids have to go to school with masks. Are you insane?
Yes,
Do
they
not
are.
call 911 unless there is an emergency that requires a response by police, fire, or paramedics.
Now we're going to wear gloves.
Paramedics stand ready to respond to suspected COVID cases.
Suspected.
But BC officials say some are exaggerating symptoms to get attention.
We can't be tying up resources and supplies unnecessarily, especially in this heightened situation.
Many 911 calls are non-emergencies.
We cannot answer questions about COVID-19, and we absolutely cannot be taking complaints about long grocery store lines.
Yeah, that's what people like me are for. Yesterday,
snitch.
it was swarming with crowds. Chris Glover, CBC News, Toronto.
Are you crazy? I think all of you should be in a psych ward right the heck now.
Much of our communication is nonverbal, which includes facial expressions, gestures displayed, and the physical distance between the communicators. How will young children be able to know who the dangerous deviants are, like pedophiles and people in the human sex trafficking?
They won't.
Shame on you for voting for a mask.
No one is permitted.
Here you go.
Anybody attempting to do so will be placed under arrest.
Look at that drone. Bet you that thing can carry some ordnance. Spray and stuff. It's coming.
Efektif, terutama untuk kota, karena kan kota punya area-area yang susah untuk diakses saat ini. Untuk yang diakses sama manusia mungkin di area-area yang umumnya, tapi untuk daerah-daerah yang tidak terakses bisa menggunakan drone, dan itu bakal mempercepat sih.
Okay, family, I'm going to cut the video there. Y'all got to see the majority of it. However, I will leave the link in the description. So, y'all see it just like I do. Again, the devil's always got to tell us what he's doing before he does it, because then it leaves us with a choice. And how will we choose? When it comes down to it, are you going to wear the mask? Are you going to stay in the house? Are you going to take the vaccine? Well, they ain't going to let you go in the grocery store unless you, right now they're doing it with the mask. And that's just to set us up for the vaccine. It'll be the same thing. If you ain't got the vaccine, then you ain't going in the store. And anywhere else, as far as that goes. Can't buy, sell, or trade, just like the Bible says. So, knowing what we know, people, and this is for you Christians out there that's been praying to Jesus all this time, and you ain't got nowhere, but there's a reason why. Because God said, and Jesus both said, to pray to God only. So let's give all praise and glory to the Most High God of Israel only, and no one else. And you know what? we just might make it to them pearly gates. Loving you all, James Sankey, the Hillbilly Hebrew, signing out.